Okay, so let's be real. Every single day, we're just flooded with information. And now, with AI in the mix, it's getting tougher and tougher to figure out what's actually true. So, how do we do it? How do we find the truth?
I bet you've seen something just like this scroll past your feed. You get this shocking headline, an official-looking logo, and a claim that feels, both terrifying and really important. This one, about an MIT brain scan study on people using ChatGPT, it was everywhere. It's literally designed to make you stop and go, whoa. And that's the billion-dollar question, isn't it? When a totally convincing image or story can be whipped up in seconds, how do we arm ourselves to sort fact from fiction? Well, let's dive into the tools we have, starting with some classic old-school methods and then looking ahead to the future of technology itself. All right, so let's start with our first line of defense, the journalist's toolkit. These are the tried and true methods that pros use to check things out long before they ever hit our screens. The absolute core principle here is something called triangulation. It's a really powerful idea, and it's simple. You never ever trust just one source. To really know if something's legit, you've got to find at least 3 independent, totally separate sources that are all saying the same thing. That's when a claim starts to feel solid. And just look at the kinds of sources we're talking about. For that MIT study, you wouldn't just look for other memes or posts about it. No, you'd have to dig way deeper. You'd go check MIT's official website, you'd search academic databases, and see if any real science journalists are even talking about it. It's all about building this web of proof.
And this leads to a super important point. When you do a quick search for that terrifying MIT study and you find nothing from any of those credible places, that silence, that's your answer. The fact that there's no evidence where you'd expect to find it is itself powerful evidence that the claim is bogus.
But what if you need more than just being pretty sure? What if you need to prove something, say in a court of law? Well, that's when we level up from journalism to forensics.
The digital forensic process is designed to create a completely unbreakable chain of evidence from a piece of digital media. It's all about scientifically proving exactly what happened on a device, whether that's a phone, a laptop, or a huge server. And this process is so meticulous. First, acquisition, where they make a perfect bit-for-bit copy and lock the original away so it can't be touched. Then, during analysis, special tools dig through that copy, and they can even pull up deleted files. And finally, the reporting stage just presents the cold, hard facts, what the data shows, and nothing more. Every step is designed to build a chain of custody that's strong enough to hold up in court. So far, we've been looking at how to verify things after they've already happened. But what if we could design our technology to be trustworthy right from the very start? This is where things get really interesting. This is about computing with integrity.
And that brings us to this big idea called honest computing. It's a real shift in how we think about tech. Instead of just trying to secure our systems from bad guys on the outside, the goal here is to build systems that can actually prove what they've done, creating a transparent, auditable record automatically.
Think about the difference like this. Secure computing is like putting a really strong lock on your front door. It's all about keeping attackers out. But honest computing, that's like having a complete, uneditable video log of everything that has ever happened inside that room. See the difference? It's not just about protection, it's all about proof.
So this is built on 4 key pillars. Let's use a digital photo as an example. Data provenance tells you exactly which camera took it. Data lineage would track every single edit ever made to that photo. And verifiability and integrity use some fancy crypto to prove that this history is complete and hasn't been secretly messed with. It basically creates a tamper-proof digital trail for everything.
Okay, so we have journalistic methods, we've got forensic tools, and we have this future of honest systems. But at the end of the day, the single most important factor in this whole equation, well, it's still us. This is the choice that we all face, every single day. The technology itself isn't good or bad. It can be a tool that makes us lazy and less critical, or it can be a massive multiplier for our own intelligence, helping us find and check information faster than ever before. This cartoon just sums it all up perfectly, doesn't it? The real danger here isn't just a world full of super smart AI. It's a world where we've outsourced our own critical thinking and kind of forgotten how to ask the right questions. The best tool we have against misinformation is a curious, engaged mind. So, from triangulation to trusted computing, all the technical tools for finding the truth, they're constantly getting better. The real question is, are we evolving our own thinking to keep up? Thanks for joining me for this explainer.